Happy Tuesday. Here is your weekly update for the week of July 2nd through the 9th. We had 82 new listings come on the market, 19 homes came back on the market, 47 price reductions, and 4 price increases. There were 169 pending sales. 76 of those were on the market for 7 days or less, 29 for 8 to 15 days, 24 for 16 to 30 days, 13 for 31 to 45 days, and 27 of those pending sales, those properties were on the market for more than 45 days. We actually had 9 contingent sales this last week, and I bring that up just because that sort of tells us what the seller's perception of the market is. When we see more contingent sales, that means that they're willing to allow people to sell their properties either because they believe those properties are going to sell quickly or because they just want to get a sale on their property and at least get things moving. So when the market is super hot, we don't see a lot of contingent sales, but given that we're seeing more contingent sales, that tells us that the sellers are a little more cautious than maybe they were just 3 or 4 months ago. Anyway, 111 closed sales this last week. 66 of those were on the market for 7 days or less. 12 were on the market for 8 to 15 days. 12 for 16 to 30 days. 5 for 31 to 45 days. And 16 of those closed sales were on the market for more than 45 days. We're a little closer to equilibrium than we were last week. We had 41 of the closed sales sell for less than 100% of their original list price. 22 sold at 100% and 48 sold above. We lost a little bit of inventory this last week. We're at 580 homes on the market, 616 including condos. We actually gained some condos on the market, and we had fewer new listings, which, given that we had a holiday in the middle of the week this last week, that's not unusual to see a little bit of a drop off in the new listings. There were 6 new listings that were over $1 million, 6 pending sales in that million plus price range, but only 1 closed sale this last week in that million plus price range. For pending sales, the 250 to 350 and the 300 to 400 price range was basically mirrored each other. So from 250 to 400, that was the vast majority of the pending sales. Closed sales between 300 and 400 was the most active. As I've said before, the Northwest MLS does their monthly sort of stats, and we usually get those around the 4th, 5th of the month. Those came out for the month of June for 2019, so I want to go through those real quick. There were 522 new listings this year versus 625 last year, so we're behind where we were last year. Year to date, the median list price is at $499,999. No, we're not at 500. We're at $499,999. Last year we were at $464, so that median list price is higher than where we were last year. And the number of days on the market is also higher than where we were last year. We're at 75 year to date versus 65 in 2018. Closed sales, we were just slightly behind where we were last year. We're at 458 this year, 484 last year. Year to date total sales, we're off by just about 10%. We're at 2056 this year versus 2268. And that's a trend that we're seeing all throughout the Northwest and especially in the Puget Sound region. So we're not following a trend any different than the rest of the counties around us. Our median sale price is at $365 this year, where we were at $339 last year. And our year-to-date days on market, we're at 40 this year versus 36 last year. So there you have it, a lot of data today. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And I hope you have a great week.